My last video was about perfect pitch and training your ears. This video is about sight reading. I didn't really plan it that way, but that worked out nicely. Before we start this video, I just want to say really quickly that this video is not sponsored by Duolingo. They are not paying me to say nice things or anything like that. This is just my experience with the app, and I will explain in a minute why I wanted to make this video. But before I get into anything, I just wanted to make it abundantly clear that this video is not sponsored. So for any smart arses in the comments that want to say, how much did I pay you to make this video? No. Nothing, nobody. I don't work for Duolingo or with Duolingo in any way. I remember a couple of years back I made a video about my Orangewood guitar, and even though I said it very clearly in the video that it wasn't sponsored, I still got some comments saying, how much did they pay you? So just for any of you, it's selective hearing. I'm going to make it abundantly clear this video is not sponsored. Okay, now that that's out of the way, hello everyone, you're very welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Amy, I'm a musician, I play guitar and I sing, and I make videos that consist mostly of cover songs, guitar content, vlogs, and I just really enjoy talking about music and music related things. So in today's video, I'm going to be opening up my Duolingo app, and I'm going to be trying out their brand new music course that they just released this week as I'm filming this. I have not even looked at the course yet because I wanted you guys to see my first reaction. So I'll be starting the course from scratch today. We'll see how it looks, see if it's fun, I'm sure it is, discuss any thoughts I might have, and maybe even if I'd recommend it for learning music. So the reasons why I wanted to make this video, there are two reasons, and why I think that this video is a really good topic for me. Number one is I have been a music teacher in the past. I don't currently teach, but I do have a degree in music, and when I finished university, I set up my own music teaching practice, and I built it up to where I had about 30 students a week learning either guitar, piano, or ukulele. While I don't teach right now, at the time, I loved it. I really did enjoy it. And music education is just something that I have an interest in. The second reason why I wanted to make this video is because I am currently a Duolingo customer and have been for over a year now. In fact, I just recently hit a 400-day streak. Let me show it to you there. Is that too bright? Wait, 404. I haven't done today's yet. Just this past August, I renewed my subscription again for another year, so I have Super Duolingo, which is the paid version of the app, and I have really been enjoying it since I signed up. So you might be wondering, Duolingo is a language learning app, so why are you using it? Well, I have been relearning Irish through Duolingo. Like most Irish people, not all of us, but most of us, we tend to lose the ability to have a full conversation in Irish once we leave school, because we don't use it every day to the same degree like we did when we were in school. Some people continue to study Irish into third level education, but that was not me. I went on to study music, so Irish and speaking Irish was no longer part of my everyday unless I was, reading road signs or something. I have to say, Irish was probably one of my least favourite subjects in school. I wouldn't say that I hated it, but I strongly disliked it in the end. But as an adult, looking back, it wasn't the language itself that I disliked, it was the way it was taught to me. I don't remember disliking it when I was younger and in primary school. In fact, one of my happiest memories from school is coming up to the Christmas holidays, we would get these books, and I think the school would actually have to order them in, because I remember this little slip of paper and having to fill it out and bring it in with like a £5. I feel like maybe they cost a £5, or was it €2, or it may have even been punt at one point. It might have been before, if it was the late 90s, 2000, before the euro was fully in circulation. I don't even really remember, that's just a weird memory, but it was either €2 or €5, I don't remember. But I remember the school would have to order them in, and they were basically like these they were kind of like workbooks, annual type things, all Christmas themed. They were called either, it depended on what class or what grade you were in, they were called different things. It was like Sunnis or Solace or Shiamsa, that kind of thing. And it was basically just like a little book full of like coloring pages, word searches, crosswords, quizzes, all these really fun things that we used to do like during the day, or like the last day of the holidays or something. But the book was all in Irish. There was not a lick of English in those books. And it was actually really smart. It was a really smart way to get us thinking in Irish and get us working in Irish in a way that actually everybody really enjoyed. Like, I remember the day that the Sonuses were delivered was such a happy day. I also liked using Irish outside of school, like when I would talk to my grandparents occasionally in Irish, especially my grandma. The odd time we would have a little back and forth in Irish. And when our English cousins would come home to visit for the summer, it was so fun to talk Irish in front of them because they didn't know what we were talking about. And it was so fun to like hold it over their heads. But the older I got into secondary school, I just no longer enjoyed it. It's hard. First of all, Irish is hard. I don't know if anyone watching this can speak Irish or is learning Irish or knows. It's certainly not an easy language to learn. It's kind of like English, where there's more exceptions to the rules than the rules themselves. It's only because I learned Irish since I was 5 years old that a lot of the, weird, basic grammatical rules make sense to me, but if I was learning it now as an adult, it would not be so easy. Oh, that makes sense to put that random H in there. I just found it really hard and not fun, and especially going into Leaving Cert. I just remember we had to write all these complicated essays about the government and the healthcare system, and when I was 16, 17, 18, I didn't have opinions on that stuff. I mean, I barely have opinions on them now. I didn't even know what I wanted to say about that stuff in English, so how on earth was I supposed to write about it in Irish? So why did I start learning Irish on Duolingo? Well, I was, first of all, genuinely curious if it was any good. I found that Irish learning resources online are a little tricky to come by good ones, and I mean, I know Google Translate isn't a learning, language resource, but it's terrible for Irish. It might be okay for individual words sometimes, but do not put a sentence into Google Translate to get it in Irish because it is so incorrect. So please take my advice. Don't use Google Translate for Irish. Also, I don't know why this is a goal of mine. I can't even really fully, I don't know how to put it into words about why I want to do this, but at some point, one day, I'm not saying anytime soon, but I would love at some point to do a video either like this, like a sit-down talky video, or more of a vlog style on the go video, but do it all in Irish and have English subtitles, since most of my audience is the United States, so you wouldn't have a clue what I was saying unless you spoke Irish. I can't explain. That's just a creative goal of mine to do one day. I don't know why. I just think it would be a fun challenge and a fun thing to accomplish. Also, some of you may know this already. If you've been watching my videos for the last few months at least, you'll probably know that I did lose my grandma a few months back. And she was somebody who was Irish, obviously, but had such a deep love and respect for Ireland and Irish history, music, dance, and of course the language. Doing my Irish lessons every day has kind of helped me deal with her passing, because I feel like she's closer to me in my memory when I kind of tune into my Irish lessons and when I start to kind of think in Irish again, and I'm able to, translate certain words, and the fact that it's helping me bring all that back. It just kind of brings, it brings me a bit of peace and comfort thinking about my grandma, and yeah, I just feel closer to her, I suppose, after, yeah. I'm gonna cry. I need a second. So those are some reasons why learning Irish again has been really good for me at this point in my life. Since moving out of Ireland over 4 years ago now, gosh, time flies. It's really given me a new perspective on where I'm from, and it's allowing me to embrace my heritage and appreciate it a lot more than if I still lived at home. Okay, I got onto an Irish tangent. I'm so sorry. I talked way too much. This video is about Duolingo's music course. So let's get into that right now. So I'm going to pull up my phone, screen record the screen. Also, just side note, they also released a maths course as well, but we're just going to be doing the music course. So I'm screen recording the app now. There it is, the green Duolingo. So this is where I'm at with my Irish. Actually, I haven't done my Irish lesson today, so maybe I should do that as well while I record this video. Maybe I'll do it towards the end. So if I tap here, I have Irish, and then I also have French, although I'm not very active on my French. I was doing it for a while, but it just became a lot. French has kind of been temporarily parked for now. So here it says we have new courses, which is math. In Ireland, we call it maths, plural, because it's more than one. So I'm going to tap into music. I'm actually really excited to try this. I have no idea. So here's a closer look at the music course. Build music skills, learn to read music, no instrument required, play songs, learn 200 plus fun, familiar tunes, have fun with music, enjoy learning the Duolingo way. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Skip to harder lessons anytime. I wonder how. I suppose it's going to be, ooh, okay, I'm going to turn it to the side. I suppose it's going to be pretty basic if we're starting at the beginning. So, okay, we've got a little piano. It's kind of squished. The keyboard is a little squished. Play the note C, okay? Easy. Play the note C. Okay. Drag the note to the key D. Okay, drag the note to C and then drag the note to D. Hold to play the beat. Oh, I see. I understand. Okay, drag the note to C. Okay, perfect lesson. Take a bow. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh, 405. Woohoo! Oh, yay! Perfect week. I did an Irish lesson every day this week. This is actually cool that all of this daily stuff, the daily quests, that the music will count toward this too. Okay, so this is Unit 1. So this is our course map now. So Unit 1 is acquire building blocks of sound. So we just did the first lesson. I wonder how far. Developing timing with quarter notes. Play and read the note F. Compare groups of 3 and 4 beats. Play and read the note G. Learn to divide a quarter note in half. Play and read the note A. This is long. Compare A to other notes. As you can see, the side scroller is that we're still very near the top of the screen. Prepare for hot cross buns. Okay, let's do it. Play C to start. Okay, this is actually sight reading. So we've got our treble clef, our time signature. We have crotchets and crotchet rests. And we have bars. And we have notes C and D. Okay. It's quite hard, the timing with just one finger. So are we able to like skip further? Because this is really basic. Compare high D to other notes. I just want to find a point that could be interesting that we could jump to. Practice counting for 4 beats. Okay. Practice rhythms in different contexts. That's piqued my curiosity. So that's skipping ahead from Unit 1 to Unit 25. Okay. Oh, Unit 26. Practice rhythms in different contexts. Let's give it a try. Pass this test to jump to Unit 26. Arrange from low to high pitch. Low to high. So B. What? Oh. So the C, G, A. Okay, that was weird. So we have B, D, E, and F. So. Oh. Drag to create note with 1 beat. Drag the note to the key, so B, C, E, and A. Okay. Oh, what happened? I don't understand what just happened. It just kicked me out of the lesson. I guess I didn't pass it. Can we try again? Oh, I have hearts. I see. Okay, I wasn't even looking at the hearts at the side. Oh my gosh. So I only have 1 life left. So from low to high pitch, B is low, C, D, G. Okay, same thing happened again. I think it's because I'm not getting the length of the rhythm right. I think that's what the problem is. All right, let me go back. I was hoping to skip to that far, but let's go back. We'll do the third one again. We'll get to the first little treasure chest. Okay, song complete. My score is 1,000 because I got total XP, got the pitch right, and the rhythm right. Oh, I would say that's debatable. Okay, I'm kind of a little bit addicted to this. I'm gonna do one more lesson. I'm gonna do the next lesson, personalized practice. I actually can't stop, okay? Okay, so it's like fill in the gap kind of thing. That's actually really good. I think I might do my Irish lesson just while I'm here. In case I forget to do it later. I want to keep that streak going. So let's do our Irish lesson. I'm on section 2, unit 16. So talk about abstract concepts, discuss the weather, as we all do.
Anseo.
Anchoked is the temperature.
Hitch an túir tar éis an tornado.
Hitch on tour tar éis on
Tornado.
tornado. The tower fell after the tornado.
Is maithlam an teocht seo.
Is maithlam an teocht seo. I like this temperature.
Bhí sé fuair agus bhí sé cuirsneachta.
Bhí sé fuair agus bhí sé ag cuirsneachta means it was cold and it was snowing.
Cad é an teochtanacht.
Cad é an teocht a nocht. Cad é an teocht a
Ano.
nocht. What is the temperature tonight?
Bhí tornados na Stát Aontaithe ar an domhnach.
Bhí tornado sna
Stát
Stát
Aontaithe.
Aontaithe ar an dónach?
Bhí tornados na Stát Aontaithe ar an domhnach.
Ar an dónach.
Dónach.
So bhí tornado sna Stát Aontaithe ar an dónach means there was a tornado in the United States on Sunday. I got sunburned yesterday on the beach for May. Griando ar an... No,
Inné.
inye.
Inné.
Inye ar an tra.
Tra.
I like the sun, but I prefer the snow. This is the hard ones. You've got to type them yourself. I like the sun, but I prefer the snow. So is ma lum an green ach is far no is far lum an schnachta? Is that one word? Yay! I got it right. He gets sunburn every summer. Okay, for sé green though ga saru. Fine sé he gets. For sé is past tense. Almost got it right. This is the last one I got wrong. So fine sé. See, this is what I mean by Irish being so weird. Fine sé. Okay. Dunsies. So that was quite fun. Now that's quite basic for me. That's stuff that I learned when I started my piano lessons when I was 8 years old. But it was still quite fun because it's in kind of a game format. So I wanted to keep going, honestly, but I don't want to make this video too long. What do I like about it? Well, it's fun. First of all, it's fun. It's quite addicting. Like, it could be a great resource for people. Like, not everybody has access to music education. Now, I know there's so much stuff online these days, so much stuff that's free online, but you know, you don't always know what you're looking for and you don't always know if it's going to be good. You know, even with the internet, just because we have all this information at our fingertips, that doesn't necessarily mean that we know what to look for. And if, yeah, like I said, if what we're getting is any good. There are a lot of great resources out there, but you do need to be following the right people. And if you're a beginner starting out, that can be hard and quite daunting if you're not kind of in that world. I'm not saying that Duolingo is the answer to anyone who doesn't have access to music education, but I would say that that could be a great supplement for people if you're learning music maybe in a different way, like if you're going to school or if you're getting private lessons or if you're just teaching yourself. I mean, it certainly can't hurt to supplement what you're learning. Also, if you have Duolingo already, maybe you're using it for languages, definitely would recommend trying it out. I think anything that like helps people learn music, in my mind, is a good thing. Like, I'm a fan of that. So anything that like makes people excited about learning music or wants to learn music and kind of the basics of how it works. And plus it's a fun little game as well. So also you can just try it out. You know, I have obviously the full subscription, but Duolingo has a free version that lets you at least try things. So you can even just download the app and give it a go for free if you're interested to do that. But yeah, basically, if anyone wants to improve their musical knowledge, whether they're already a musician or they're just starting out and are kind of curious to, or just maybe don't even play music but is like, I'm intrigued by that. That's a win in my book, honestly. Some cons. It's great for sight reading. I wouldn't say it's great for actually like learning an instrument, obviously, because it's just a, you know, little tap on your phone. So it doesn't give you the benefit of having an instrument. Like, I know it said when you open the app, it says learn music without an instrument. But if you want to learn music, you get the full benefit from an instrument. Obviously, I don't really even think I need to say that. And I was just using one finger, and even for me, I would say my rhythm is pretty good at this point. It'd want to be this good at this point. It was quite hard to get the timing right of all the notes. Like, if I had that on a piano, that would be way quicker. I think I was doing more sight rather than listening to the little metronome that was going on in the background. So I think maybe next time I might listen more rather than just relying solely on my vision to like know when to let the note go, because it was kind of giving a little bar for you to like hold the note for this long and then release it. That was a little tricky at first, still was. Playing with one finger obviously doesn't do anything. That's usually what would happen when I'd get a new student coming in. Usually a child would come in and I'd sit them at the piano first and they'd just start doing this, start playing with one finger, and you obviously have to teach them to play with all their fingers, and you know, that's where the dexterity and the motor skills comes in, and that obviously builds over time. But dexterity is obviously very important in music, and individual finger strength, and you know, obviously Duolingo is not equipped to teach that as well. It's kind of hard to advise, or what was the word I was going to use? Recommend. There we go. It's kind of hard to say. I would say for anyone, if you're interested, go for it. If you already have the app, why not? Try it out for sure. But like I said, could be a great supplement. Certainly not necessary at all, but it's a fun game. You're also getting a bit of knowledge too with your game. You could make an argument that it's just maybe a glorified rhythm game. I do think it's more than that, because it's offering you a little bit of information as well, and I'm sure as the course goes on it adds more and more, and it does become more like consolidated in your brain and it starts to make sense. But you know, you don't learn guitar from playing Guitar Hero which is a rhythm game pretty much. Like, it's a great rhythm exercise maybe, but it doesn't give you any proficiency in the instrument. So I don't know, you could argue the same case for Duolingo, but I do think it's a bit more than that, because it is offering you some of the theory and some of the basics. So, but it's fun, and that's good. Learning should be fun. It should be challenging, but it should be enjoyable as well. It should give us the right amount of enjoyment that we want to keep going with it. If something isn't fun, we're not going to want to do it for very long, or if at all. It's the same as learning a language, honestly. The app can only teach you so much. You actually need to practice conversing with people who are fluent. That's what's going to help you with your language. And I'd say it's kind of the same for music. You can do so much in the app, but you actually need to pick up an instrument or try what you're learning in Duolingo and apply it to an instrument, and only then really I'd say you will actually start to, you know, see what you're learning come to fruition. Just like learning a language, you actually need to speak with somebody else. So take the little piano graphic from the app and just apply it to a real piano or a keyboard. Also, the app is aesthetically pleasing. There's lots of colors, there's humor with the characters once you get into the app a bit more, and as you progress through the levels you will see, like, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment that will want, at least for me, it wants me to keep going, because I feel like I'm ticking off all these boxes, which is very satisfying. So now I can say that I like Duolingo a lot for Irish, and now for music as well. I'm going to continue to do this. I just want to see, like, I'd love to complete it, obviously, because my goal is to complete the Irish course too. So I'd love to complete the music course and just see how detailed and how advanced it gets. Like, I didn't scroll all the way to the bottom. I only scrolled, like, not that, I mean, I was scrolling for a while, but I was barely putting a dent in it. I'm so curious to see how far down, like, does it go into modes and jazz theory and all that stuff? I'd be so curious. Maybe as some time passes, if you guys are interested at all, maybe I could do like an update on my progress, like maybe in a month or 3 months or 6 months even, or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I probably will continue to do this every day. I'm already in the habit of doing my Irish lessons, so it'll be super quick for me to just do a quick music lesson too. So maybe please let me know in the comments if you want like an update in a little while, and to see how far I've gotten. I play music every day, so essentially it's a good sight reading exercise. So it's going to be really good for me, I think. If it brought my Irish back after a year, imagine what it could do to my music skills too. For me personally, like, I already have that basic theory foundation, so I'm not necessarily learning anything there. It's honestly just like a little easy sight reading exercise that will get harder as it goes on, obviously. Like right now it's just C and D is all we did today, and then we did do a little bit more, but again, it's still very basic for me personally. So yeah, I think that's probably how I feel about it, honestly. It doesn't teach you how to be proficient on a specific instrument, but I think that was kind of probably a given anyway, and you know, not so much finger dexterity, it's a lot of just tapping with one finger, which I wouldn't be a fan of, but it's also an app, so how else are you supposed to use it? But I would say I like it. I would say it's definitely more of a pro than a con, and obviously, you know, not everybody's gonna use the app, and that's fine, but it's definitely worth looking at. And if you're already a Duolingo customer, I would definitely check it out. If it interests you at all, I would do it if you wanted to. I'm just curious for myself to see how much it helps me and like how deep it goes the further we go on in the course. So my final thought, I kind of said it already, but if it allows more people access to music training or sight reading or anything like that, and if it gets people more excited about learning music, then it gets thumbs up from me. I am definitely a fan, and this is a win because I'm passionate about music and music education, so the idea of people, you know, wanting to learn music, even for not for even for learning an instrument, but just wanting to kind of understand it basically, like that gets me happy and excited. So I'm a fan. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate it if you did watch it all the way through. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like on the video, and please subscribe as well if you haven't already. Also make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out when I go live, post a cover song, a guitar short, a vlog, anything that I might post. Hit the bell so that you don't miss out. There are also some links in the description to check out if you would like to support me further. I have a Patreon, a YouTube membership community, and I also have a merch store linked below with lots of Irish and music inspired designs. If you do decide to become a member or a Patreon supporter, you are welcome to join us for a monthly private live stream. You also get your name in the credits of all of my videos, and you get access to extended and behind the scenes content as well. So if you'd like to join or buy merch, all linked below. I really do appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much again for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!